Hi, I'm Tammy, and we're still here in New York, getting ready to do some filming. Got my best friend Tracy on the bed. She's been here a very long time. Anyways, we're going to show some posing that works for girls that are real women, not the little stick figures, real women. So, go ahead and put your elbows next to your breasts. There you go, perfect. We're going to adjust straps. Here you go. And knees together, kick your feet up. We're doing the same pose that we did with the last one, but what I'm going to do this time is show you some flow posing. So first thing, up nice and tall, turn your face this way just a tiny bit, and big smile. Photographer, turn the camera on. There you go. Alrighty, perfect. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and roll over on your back. So same position, just roll over. There you go. Yep, keep that down. Perfect. Okay, so now I want your knees up, okay, and I want you to, there you go, perfect. As long as it's there, it's good. Okay, we're going to take this hand right here, and you see how we get little creases right here? We're going to use her hand, give her breast just a little bit of support here, and then just set her hand here. And I want you to hold your hand like you've got feathers under it, and you don't want to crush it. This hand I want at the elbow here, and hand there. And then what I'm going to do so that I can get a really good view of her face, because I'm going to photograph from this side up, is I'm going to pick your head up, fluff her hair out a little bit, drop it back, and we're going to turn this way just a little bit. Watch out for any bows that have moved. And eyes towards that back wall. And a big smile. Okay, so what I want you to do real quick, Tracy, is I want you to bring your right knee up just a tiny bit. There you go, perfect. And lean it into your left, right there. And what we did is we just closed up, there was a small gap in between her legs. So we just closed that up because when there's the gap there, that's what the viewer's eyes go directly to, and we want the viewer to go right to her face. So again, eyes that way, and big smile, and eyes at me. Perfect. Now, because I've got her head rocked back like this, you can see she can look at me. Her forehead is not creased up, and it doesn't look like her eyes are rolling back in her head. All right, Tracy, next one. Okay, this is uncomfortable, so go ahead and try another. I want you to flip over onto your side, facing me this way. There you go. Perfect. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is do a little readjusting here. And I'm very hands-on with my clients, because when you get clients into certain positions, what happens is they aren't capable of holding the pose and moving things the way that they need to be moved. So for women, it's not a problem. I always ask permission to touch the client, and then from there, go ahead and do it quickly with purpose. For men, I recommend having a female assistant that can do this for you. Okay, so Tracy, I want you to go ahead and bring this knee forward just a little bit, and we're just making sure that there's a nice line here. Now, because she is a real woman and not a stick figure, we're going to take her arm here and we're going to put it down here. Now we're going to use this arm. We've still got the curve of the hip showing here, but what we're doing here is we're showing any fullness that she might have at her stomach or creases, say if she was wearing a corset. And then go ahead and bring this hand in just a little bit, and I want you to push yourself up, really push up on that forearm right there, and that's going to elongate her neck, and I want you to drop this shoulder down. Now, our human nature is, when we're nervous, we're scared, we're self-conscious, we do this. It bunches everything up, makes us look like we have no neck, and puts creases there that photographers are going to spend hours retouching. We don't want to do that. So we're going to have her stretch as much as she can. Now, because she's stretching, we've got this here, just moving that strap, we just eliminated several minutes of retouching. So, right there, perfect. And if you've still got some neck creases, you can actually, if they've got hair long enough, bring that forward, cover that up, and you're good to go. And chin down just a tiny bit. Perfect. And I want you to turn your face this way. And I want you to laugh at the bed. It's hilarious. Good girl. All right, very, very, very cute. Now, because we've got this extra light here, and we've got the ambient light here, we have a lot of depth in this room. The 85mm is really great because I can shoot wide open. I usually shoot at f2, and it really gets rid of the distracting elements in the room. But it doesn't give us a lot of room to work with unless we go outside of the room and get kind of a longer run on it, if that makes sense. All right, Tracy, I want you up on your knees, facing towards that side mirror. And I want your knees apart just a little bit, not too much. And the reason for asking her to put her knees apart is because I'm going to ask her to twist her shoulders around. We're going to really accentuate any S-curve that we possibly can. And if her knees are together and I ask her to twist, she'll fall over. Rug burns are both very hard to explain to husbands, boyfriends, etc. And they're definitely not sexy. Okay, Trace, there you go. Another thing is all of us women have here in the arm, whenever we put our arm down, we end up with this little bit that just hangs there. Every woman, no matter what her size. So what I like to do is take the arm, turn it as far as I can this way, comfortably, drop it right behind where it normally rests, and let the arm fall forward. And what we've done is we've completely eliminated this spot. Again, reducing the amount of time that the photographer is spending in front of the computer. And when the woman sees her images unretouched, it's such a great self-esteem boost for them because they know that they are going to take less retouching than the stars on the cover of magazines are going to take. Okay, so without moving your upper arm, I want you to grab this just a little bit, and I just want you to just pull up just a tiny bit. Okay, you're going to stick your booty out, okay, a little more, and I want you to turn your shoulders towards me this way. There you go. And there you go. I have to get like TV in the way. Alrighty. Booty out just a tiny more, and I want you to tighten up those rock hard abs, and I want you to grab your strap on this side and then turn your shoulders towards me some more. There you go. Perfect. So now you see that her tummy has tucked in just a tiny bit. She's got, her arms are doing something, and we have a very cute image of Tracy without retouching.